In this question, we will discuss about the measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency or measures of location is a chapter or topic of statistics or business statistics, in which we learn to calculate the different types of averages. For example, arithmetic mean, median, mode, harmonic mean, geometric mean, quartiles, deciles, and percentile, which is further fraction of the data other than 50% of the data. So here is the question, in which first column indicates that there is a weight in grams of different slabs or different ranges. For example, 9.8 to 10.2, 10.3 to 10.7, 10.8 to 11.2, 11.3 to 11.7, and so on. And in next column, here is a frequency of each weight slab. So it is the question of group data, and now we are going to calculate 5 different types of averages: arithmetic mean, median, mode, harmonic mean, geometric mean, and after that we will calculate about the quartiles, deciles, and percentile. Quartile is simply division of data into 4 equal parts. Decile is simply the division of data or distribution of data into 10 equal parts, and percentile means the distribution of data into 100 equal parts, and average is simply the 50% of the data, or we can say that the distribution of the data into 2 equal parts. So in first step we will calculate 5 different types of averages, from arithmetic mean to geometric mean. So first important thing is to understand about the formulas. So arithmetic mean, which is first average, and that is equal to sum of f and x divided by sum of f. So what is x? X is class mark. But before going further, first of all we will calculate the class boundaries, because upper limit of the first class and lower limit of the second class are not equal. So how can we take class boundary? We simply subtract these two values and divide the answer by 2. So 10.3 minus 10.2 divided by 2, and that will be equal to 0.05. So first of all we will subtract 0.05 from lower class limits, and we will add up 0.05 to the upper class limits, and the result will be class boundaries. 9.8 minus 0.05 will be equal to 9.75, and 10.2 plus 0.05 will be equal to 10.25. 10.3 minus 0.05 will be equal to 10.25, and 10.7 plus 0.05 will be equal to 10.75, and so on. After taking class boundaries, the next step is to calculate the class mark, that is denoted by x, and to calculate the class mark we will add up these two values, lower class boundary and upper class boundary, and divide the result by 2. 10.25 plus 9.75 divided by 2 is equals to 10. 10.75 plus 10.25 divided by 2 is equals to 10.5. 11.25 plus 10.75 divided by 2 is equal to 11, and so on. So here, according to the formula, we need the product of f and x. So f is the frequency and x is the class mark. So 10 multiplied by 7 equals to 70. 10.5 multiplied by 12 will be equal to 126. 11 multiplied by 17 is equals to 187, and so on, and sum of the f and x is 666, and sum of f is equals to 60. So after putting the value in the formula, the average, that is the first average, which is arithmetic mean, will be equal to 11.1. After that, the second average is median. Formula for median is equals to L plus H over F multiplied by N by 2 minus C, in which L stands for lower class boundary, H stands for height of the class, F is the frequency, N is equals to sum of F, and C stands for cumulative frequency. So in case of calculation of median, first of all we will have to select the model class. And how can we select the model class? Simply we divide n by 2. What is n? N is equals to sum of f. So 60 divided by 2 will be equals to 30. And we locate this 30 in cumulative frequency. And what is the cumulative frequency? Simply we take first frequency here, and after that we will add up next frequency, each and every next frequency into the previous total of cumulative frequency. For example, we take first frequency here 7, and 7 plus 12 is equals to 19, 19 plus 17 is equals to 36, 36 plus 14 is equals to 50, 50 plus 6 is equals to 56, and 56 plus 4 is equals to 60. And last cumulative frequency must be equals to the sum of f. If it is, then it means your cumulative frequency is correct. So what is n by 2? N is equals to sum of f, so 60 divided by 2 is equals to 30. So 30 falls in the cumulative frequency of 36 here. So it will be our model class. This will be the model class for us to solve the median. So what is L? L stands for lower class boundary, that will be 10.75. What is H? H is simple height of the class, or it is very easy to understand that H is simply the difference of x values. So what is the difference of x values? As we are seeing here that the difference is 0.5. So 0.5 is H. What is F? Frequency is 17 in front of this model class, and we will put here 17, and n by 2 means 60 by 2, and we take cumulative frequency which is present before the selected cumulative frequency for the model class. So one prior value is 19, so we take here 19. So after putting the values, when we will calculate 60 divided by 2, which will be equals to 30, 30 minus 19 will be equals to 11, 11 multiplied by 0.5, that will be 5.5, and 5.5 divided by 17 plus 10.75 will be equal to 11.75. So that will be second average, and that is median. After that, now third average is mode. The formula for mode is L plus Fm minus F1 divided by Fm minus F1 plus Fm minus F2 multiplied by H. So first step is to locate the model class for mode, as the selection of the class for median. Similarly, we will take the model class or select the model class for the calculation of mode. The process is very simple. that the class which has the maximum frequency will be model class for us in the calculation of mode. So after that, what is the formula? L stands for lower class boundary. Lower class boundary is 10.75. Fm is maximum frequency, that is 17. F1 is the frequency which is before the maximum frequency, that is 12. And F2 is the frequency that is after the maximum frequency, and that will be 14. And H is 0.5 as we discussed before. So after putting the values in the formula, we will calculate mode and the result will be 11.06. So that is third average mode. So in arithmetic mean, the average is 11.1. In median, the average is 11.07. And in the case of mode, average is 11.06. After that, the fourth one, average, is harmonic mean, which is very easy to calculate. Formula is sum of f divided by sum of f divided by x. So sum of f is 60 and sum of f divided by x. Here we will have to calculate the fraction of f and x, f divided by x. So 7 divided by 10 will be equals to 0.7. 12 divided by 10.5, which will be equal to 1.14287, and so on. And sum is 5.425703. So after putting the value in the formula, the average will be 11.05. After that, the fifth average is geometric mean. The formula for geometric mean is equals to anti-log of sum of f log x divided by sum of f. So we will have to calculate first log of x, and after that we will multiply that log of x with a respective frequency. So we take the log of x first, and after taking log of x, we will multiply each log of x with respective frequency. So 1 multiplied by 7 is equals to 7. 1.021189 multiplied by 12 will be equal to 12.25427. 1.041393 multiplied by 17 will be equals to 17.70368, and so on. And sum of f log x will be equals to 62.67044. So after putting the value into the formula, the result is anti-log of sum of anti-log of 1.0445. So after taking the anti-log, the result will be 11.07. So here are the 5 different types of averages related to group data. So if upper limit of the first class and lower limit of the first class both are equal, then there is no need to take the class boundaries. But if these are not equal, you will have to take the class boundaries in two averages, median and mode. So it is better for you that you just simply take the class boundaries if these are not equal. So after that, quartiles, deciles and percentiles. As we discussed earlier, that quartile means the division of data into 4 equal parts. So as you are seeing the formula of median, that will be L plus H over F n by 2 minus C. So it is very simple to understand that in case of quartile, we divide this n by 4. In case of decile, we divide this n by 10. And in case of percentile, we divide this n by 100, because percentile is the division of data into 100 equal parts, decile is the division of data into 10 equal parts, and quartile is the division of data into 4 equal parts. Second tip is that multiply the digit which is associated with the quartile, decile and percentile. For example, if we want to calculate quartile 1, here we will multiply 1 with n. For example, if we want to calculate quartile 3, here we will multiply this 3 with n. For example, here we are going to calculate the decile 6. So we will multiply this 6 with n, and if we are going to calculate percentile 68, we will multiply this 68 with this n, and rest the process is the same as similarly in the case of median. So as you remember that when we were calculating the median, we just simply locate the model class for our calculation. So similarly, in the case of quartiles, deciles and percentiles, we locate our class first. And how can we locate our class? For example, in case of median, we divided n by 2 and located the class through cumulative frequency. Similarly, as here in quartile 1, we will calculate 1n by 4. What is n? N is sum of f, and that is 60. So 60 divided by 4 is equals to 15. So 15 falls in cumulative frequency of 19. So that will be model class for us in calculation of quartile 1. So L is 10.25, H is 0.5, F is 12, and 1n by 4 is 15, and cumulative frequency, we take cumulative frequency which is before the cumulative frequency of the model class. So after putting the value in the formula, answer will be 10.58. Similarly, in the case of quartile 3, first of all we will calculate 3n by 4 to take the model class. For example, 60 multiplied by 3 will be equal to 180 by 4, and finally it will be equals to 45. So it will be located in the cumulative frequency or 50. So that will be our model class for the calculation of quartile 3. So L will be 11.25, H will be 0.5, F will be 14, and 3n by 4 will be 45, and C will be 36. So after putting the values in the formula, quartile 3 will be 11.57. Similarly, in case of decile 6, first of all we locate the model class through 6n by 10. So 60 multiplied by 6 is equals to 360 divided by 10 is equals to 36, falls in the cumulative frequency of 36. So 36 is exactly here. So here there is no need to take the cumulative frequency which is before the cumulative frequency of model class. So simply, if these are both are equal, we take here in the formula here 36 minus 36. There is no need to take the cumulative frequency which is before the cumulative frequency of 36 because these are both equals. So 10.75 is the lower class boundary, and H is 0.5, F is 17, D6 or 6n by 10 is equals to 36, and cumulative frequency is also 36. So after putting the values in the formula, that will be equals to 10.75. And in case of percentile 68, first of all we will calculate 68n by 100, which will produce 40.8, and that falls in the cumulative frequency of 50. So L is 11.25, H is 0.5, F is 14, and 68n by 100 is 48.8, and cumulative frequency is 36. We take cumulative frequency which is before the cumulative frequency of the model class because these are not same. So after putting the values in the formula we will get percentile 68, that will be equals to 11.42. So these are all possible calculations of measures of central tendency related to the group data, and here are first 5 averages from arithmetic mean to geometric mean, and after that we calculate the further fraction of the data into more fractions. For example, in the calculation of averages we divide the data into 2 equal parts. In case of quartiles we divide the data into 4 equal parts. In decile we divide the data into 6 equal parts, and in percentile divide the data into 100 equal parts.